A word from your future best self. What would your future best self look like? And if you knew, how would that affect what you do right now? So that was of great interest to me. And I always thought about a time travel machine. I don't know if any of you did. If you could go forward or go backward, see your family, see what happens. So I did a little research and viewing, and I will share with you what I learned. So maybe some of you have heard about the Harvard study of human development, which started in 1938. It is still ongoing, and it is the longest study of human happiness in the entire world. It started with just white males that were well educated and had ample means versus those who were less educated and had jobs that were not as high paying. But it has since evolved. So now it has more diversity and genders, and everything is studied about the subjects. Medical health, their answers to a battery of questions. So interestingly enough, there was another study of millennials. Maybe some of you are in this room, 30 to 45-year-olds. And this study asked them, what are the factors that, if you could achieve them in your life, would make you most happy? And their answer was, number one, make a lot of money. And number two, be famous. So maybe some of us have thought at least one of these things. I don't know, wonderful. That's okay. But what the study actually found, and bear with me if you already know this and have heard about this, is that it is, the two factors are health and loving relationships. So what the researchers talked about was health seems obvious. If you don't feel good, it's hard to enjoy life and be happy. But the other one's kind of interesting. Loving relationships. I don't know about you, but I don't have a significant other right now. Hopefully that'll change. But I do have loving relationships. And I imagine, knowing you, that you do too. So those can look like a variety of things. And the thing about them, it turns out, is that it's to have that kind of companionship of just a friend or someone who knows your face, knows your name, and they know at least that much about you. Enough to say, how did that go? Or you're gonna like this. It's that affinity, that relatability. And it can be the simplest thing. Someone that's in your neighborhood that you always see walking their dog or pushing a stroller. It can be someone here. The reason why myself and you are here is that consistent social feeling that we get of having like an extended family of friends. That really does matter. It turns out that the opposite of that, loneliness, when you're staying by yourself and not going out, actually has health risks. And they don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg. Like, if you have health problems, do you isolate, or is it the loneliness of being in isolation that causes them? Well, what we do know is that they're directly correlated. So that means trying to get out and have a connection when you don't normally is really important, even if you have to push yourself. So it turns out if you're lonely, studies have found you're more likely to think that you're rejected by others when you're around them, and to say no to social invitations, and to hold grudges and resentments from the past. So what does this mean for us today? What does your future self look like? Imagine that. So what if I told you that your future best self doesn't care where you are and doesn't care who did what to you or to anyone in your family? Because your future best self has let all that go. And if you are holding on to bad feelings towards someone who did you wrong, I'm not saying that that's bad or you're bad or you shouldn't do that, or I'm not judging. I'm just saying that I can guarantee you in the future, you are going to be at a place when you are feeling your best, where you don't even think about them or what they did. They don't even cross their mind. You're at such peace that it's all washed away. So if you know that today, you can get started. You can get started on thinking a joyful thought whenever what they did comes up in your mind. Choosing to do something that's nice for yourself, that feels like a hug, an indulgence. When you remember, someone never apologized to me for, they didn't say sorry, and I'm still waiting for that because I was wronged. That creates a tightness, like a physical tightness, that actually correlates medically to a raised blood pressure and an elevated heart rate. None of us need that, right? We don't want to do that because we want to have decent health. And not only your future best self won't be thinking about any kind of scorecard on this earth, your future best self won't even care where your physical self is. I don't know about you, but a lot of people talk about, well, I hope one day I'm not in a nursing home. Oh no, I just rather fall asleep and not, wake up one day in my own home and have freedom. And yeah. But can I tell you something? You can guess what I'm going to say. Your future best self in a nursing home or long-term care facility, healthcare organization, however you want to phrase it, won't care. Because you're going to have the peace and the ability to be good wherever you are. Your future best self, should they be in a facility like that, will be today, right now, perhaps, in so many years, doing shared yoga with friends. After which it might be bingo with a different group of friends. And then it might be a special meal in the dining hall with yet other friends that you're excited to be with and who are looking forward to catching up. And I'll tell you what, you might be seated next to someone, and as you roll your wheelchair in to the dining room, hope that they saved a space next to them because you want to be right next to them. And you know what? You get there, and they did. They made sure the chairs were moved and that you could wheel your wheelchair and sit right next to them. And other people might not know it, but you two are sweet on each other. You love talking to each other, and you laugh and laugh and laugh. And you really know each other. You know about who their family is, what they did for a living. They know what you're dealing with, from who on the staff, and what you think is nuts, what you think is pretty okay. And they care. And if you don't show up, they go down to your room and they check on you. And that feels nice. Some of us don't have that today, but there we do. So now it doesn't sound so bad. And that future best self may have a phone, and we're busy every day answering text messages from other people that are our friends there, or maybe our family who aren't there, checking on us. And then when we're not hearing from nieces or nephews, or perhaps children or grandchildren, if you're that lucky, you're getting a call maybe from a cousin who wants to tell you what happened at something and send you a photo. And you know, that right there, when you hear it, that doesn't sound like a bad life. That sounds like, to me, college. You know, you've got a place to live, you've got food, you've got friends, things to do. There's a library, there's birds, you've got a view of geese out the window. When I used to visit my aunt in Valparaiso, she said to me, I don't know how I got so lucky. I got 3 square meals made for me, and I got a view out my window of a lake with geese. What else could I ask for? Clean sheets, I got it. And so it was that she lived out her life so appreciative. So I don't know if any of you have seen the movie. I think it was called It's a Wonderful Life, something like that. And it was in Germany. And at the end, the father and the son, I believe, were going in a boxcar. And the father knew it was to their extermination. And you know what was so beautiful about that movie and that scene? He was singing to his son, singing beautiful, a song. And they just seemed happy. And I thought to myself when I watched that movie, which I didn't want to watch again because it was very emotional, I thought, you know, what a way to go. If you have to transition out of this and into the next world, if you can just be in that place of the highest vibration, enjoying those around you and feeling their love, it doesn't really get better than that. And I can guarantee you, living your life that way and making amends, you don't have to be in the life of people who have harmed you or continue to be difficult, but you can take your focus off of those people and put it in the things you love. Don't waste a single thought If I could give you a gift, it would be don't waste a single thought on anything that is hard on your heart, your physical heart, your spiritual heart, and your beautiful soul. Try to hold that which nourishes all of you, because your future best self is going to be there. And at some point, you're going to make peace with all of it. And you're not going to look back on your old self. And you're not even going to wish things had been different. You're going to be in harmony, in balance, centered about the whole shebang that you just lived. And those in spirit, you're going to forgive them too, one, eventually, so that if they come through in a spirit greeting, you're going to be like, okay, I can hear from you now. What could you possibly have to share? Share it. I'm okay. I'm safe. That is the most powerful you, a you that you are today, and a you that's worth maintaining, nurturing, and building up. Because every day is a gift. You are a gift to each other and to me. And for that, I thank you. Here's to your future best self. Thank you.
Thank you.